Hello, my friends. It's Monday. That means it's time for your 3-card weekly reading, where we do 3 cards for the collective and individual cards for those who request. It is so nice to see all of you here. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, just a few announcements before we get going, starting with Wendy M. Thank you so much for being a member for 3 years and starting us off with a super sticker. Really appreciate this. Revival of Venus, you're here on time. Fabulous. So yesterday was our monthly tarot meetup at Panera. And what a nice surprise I had, because Gemini Sun, with no warning, Gemini Sun, not that you have to give me a warning, it was kind of fun that you didn't. Gemini Sun, Cassandra Revelta, and their kids came to the meetup. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. It was my first time meeting Gemini Sun in person. I've known Cassandra for a while, first time seeing her in a few years. But it was so nice to see you. Thank you for making the effort. It's hard to go anywhere with kids, so thank you for doing that. It was great to see you. And there was a moment when I didn't recognize Cassie. And I didn't realize that you were there for the meetup. I'm just like, okay, young moms with kids, okay, very good. And then Gemini Sun comes up to me and says, I'm Gemini Sun. I'm like, oh. And for a minute, my brain was really confused because I'm like, I'm not on YouTube right now. But here you are. I was like a 5-year-old who sees their teacher in the grocery store. Like, how does that happen? It was so fun. Make sure that's so wholesome. Yes, absolutely yes. I snapped a selfie with me and Gemini Sun and Cassandra. I didn't even check to see how it came out, but if it's any good at all, I'll put it up on the community page. I have their permission to do that. So fun. And thank you to everyone who came to our meetup yesterday. We had a lot of fun. Really appreciate your support. All right. And here it is. Y'all notice something different about Christine Hallowell. Her name is now in green. Have you noticed that? She's become a member. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Let us go on over to CardCam. So, for this morning, I have chosen Golden Tarot. A lot of you have seen me use this before. I love this. I've only ever had this one copy of this deck, I think. I think that's true. And I used it professionally for a while. So much so that can you see this? Okay. Do you see, let me show you this. Okay, these are like the cards that you don't use. Do you see their edges so pretty and gold? This whole deck used to be that way. That's when I learned that really beautiful decks with gilt edges, you don't necessarily want to make them your workhorse. I learned that from this deck. Oh, Revival of Venus. I like its sister deck, Touchstone. Yeah, but I don't have it. Yes. Yeah, I don't have it either. All right. So we're going to do 3 cards for the collective for the week ahead, and then I will get to your requests in the order in which I see them. Y'all know the drill. Whatever you hear, whether it's the collective reading, whether it's listening to readings while you're waiting for your own, if you hear something that hits you, take it. That's how this works. All right. And so good to see all of you. Hey! Eric Arcadian, my goodness. So this is so funny, Eric. I was thinking about reaching out to you and saying, come to my live stream. Like this morning when I got up, I was like, oh, Eric should just come and be at the live stream. But then I was like, no, he probably has other things to do. But here you are. So everyone, Eric Arcadian will be presenting at StaarCon 5. Very excited to have him. If you have not checked him out here on YouTube, please do. Just go follow his channel. He has got so many great things going on. We are super happy to have him for the first time at StaarCon 5. And I'm super happy he's here with us today. All right, here we go. 3 cards for the collective. Eric says vibing. Damn straight we are. All right. 3 cards for the week ahead. The 2 of Wands reversed. Temperance. We had a long conversation about temperance yesterday, in fact. And the 8 of Swords. You know, we could interpret this a lot of ways as individuals, as communities, as nations. But it's really interesting because what I see here, if I look at these 3 cards together, and tell me what you think, but what I see here, and this is so funny because here I am, a professional diviner. Many of you are also diviners. And a lot of us are predictive diviners. We make predictions. But we also have to know that, like, no one really knows the future. A lot of people make predictions, right? Not just readers, not just psychics, but financial forecasters, meteorologists, trendsetters, trend predictors. All kinds of people make predictions. What I see for the week ahead here, and Mixuir is like, eek, potentially tough week. Yes and no, yes and no, yes and no. Wendy, yes, things can always change due to free will. Exactly, and that's what we need to remember. Because what we see here is, what is the future? I don't know. What do I want for the future? I don't know. And this makes me anxious. I do not know the future. It makes me anxious. I do not know what I want for the future. That also makes me anxious. And so when you look at these cards from a personal perspective, there's this question of what's going to happen? What do I want to have happen? Am I prepared for whatever's going to happen? And we look at that, in an election season here in the U.S., trouble spots all over the world. There are all these questions on a large scale and a small scale. What's going to happen? Do we know what's going to happen? Do we know what we want to have happen? And how much anxiety does that give us? But the solution is right here. And that's why I say to Mixuir, potentially tough week, yes, but the solution is here. Temperance always offers the solution. Gina says Temperance is a great card. Yeah, I love this card so much. Always offers the solution. And what is the solution? First of all, it is a good idea to know what you want. If you want to spend some time this week thinking about, what do I really want? And is that thing really possible? And if it's not possible, then what do I want of the things that are possible? Like, I think it's important for us to have our goals, our visions, our dreams, and our manifestation. It's also important to know that no matter what, nothing will ever be perfect. Nothing will ever be perfect. But if, with the right time, the right creativity, and the right magic, we take a little of this and a little of that and we blend it all together, we create the perfect blend. So that's what we're all looking to do this week in our lives, in our communities, in our nations. How does that sound? What do y'all think about that? All right. Hey, Heather Roberts, good to see you. Free Shadow, good to see you. Autumn Pond, is the 2 of Wands reversed kind of a benign reversal? I mean, like, not as bad as fill in the blank reversed. So the thing is, like, for me, reversals are very rarely negative. What would be like a really negative reversal? The 4 of Wands reversed for me could talk about real instability in a relationship. But reversals for me are just a different energy. So for me, the 2 of Wands reversed is just this, I do not know. When it's upright, the 2 of Wands is like, yes, I am making my plans, I'm dreaming my dreams, I'm creating my future. But when it's reversed, it's like, I don't freaking know. I don't know. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I'm creating. I'm kind of afraid, especially with that Eight of Swords there. I'm kind of afraid of the future. So that's how I would see it. Does that make sense? Thank you. That was a great question. Okay. Oh, Mixuer literally saw a message come through from my cousin R as you were talking. Interesting. Autumn Pond, thanks for a great question. Seriously. All right. Welcome, everyone. Special shout out to the members and the moderators. We appreciate you. Justine, are you the first one here? My goodness. Good to see you. Justine, thanks for being a moderator. We really appreciate you. And, of course, a longtime member. Here is a card for the week ahead for you. Mixuer and baby cakes. I was just looking at those emojis. Is that like seafood? It almost feels like sushi-esque in a way. Cool. Oh, and Melissa, such a beautiful way to talk about reversals. I know some folks are very particular about them. Love thinking that they're not negative, just a nuanced energy. Yeah, that's really my way. Obviously, no tarot police. Oh, it's a lobster roll. That makes sense, Melissa. Yeah, that makes sense. Shrimp and hamburgers. Yeah, whatever it is, I'm now hungry. It's 9:30 in the morning and I'm hungry. Thank you so much, baby cakes. Shrimp and sushi. And yeah, right. Bring me some shrimp and sushi by all means. Anyway. Melissa, yeah, we know there are no tarot police. Everyone deals with the cards the way they deal with them, but that's my take. All right. Justine, your card, the High Priestess reversed, another reversal. Here's what I'm going to say about the week ahead. The universe has a very clear message for you. It's early in the morning, so I'm not going to use salty language, although y'all know I'm well capable of it. Baby cakes, yes, visit Florida and we'll go. I know a great place. Yes, I'll look forward to that. So Justine, this week, do not S-talk yourself. Not allowed, not in your own head. If someone else is making you feel bad about yourself, especially trying to make you feel guilty, like you're the bad one, if someone's trying to make you be the bad one, you don't have to say anything. And in fact, it's best if you don't, because none of us can ever win those arguments. What you need to do, though, is energetically not take it on. Don't take it on. Don't take it on. That's the key. You have to be in your own balance. And you cannot let anyone else come in and disrupt that. And they will try. Good luck. Martha, I love sushi. So I will say this, Martha and baby cakes, y'all are both in Connecticut. I will not be in Connecticut until summer 2025, but I will, at some point in the summer of 2025, be in Connecticut. So if y'all want to come down here before that for sushi, I'm down. But otherwise, maybe there's a plan in the summer of 2025 for sushi in Connecticut. Just saying. Anyway. Wendy M., here we go. Thank you once again. All right, Chidi, see you in 2025. Melissa, Connecticut lobster rolls. Seriously, we are going to have to, because there's a lot of Connecticut or Connecticut adjacent folks here. So we'll have to do a special thing, right, when I get there. So that's for later. We got StaarCon coming first and so much even before that, including a class coming up this Thursday, y'all. It's Past Lives in Tarot. You asked for it. You got it. Come to that class. All right. Wendy M., thanks for being a member for 3 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. And thank you for starting off the day and the week with a super sticker. I really appreciate that. All right, Wendy. You give me all that. Oh, Wendy M., by the way, will also be a presenter at StaarCon. Really looking forward to that. For the very first time presenting at StaarCon, cannot wait. Wendy and I know each other from Connecticut, although she's not in Connecticut anymore, neither am I, but that's where we know each other from. All right, Wendy, you do all this for me. And what do I do for you? I give you the 5 of Cups for the week. I'm so sorry, but there it is. This week, there's a dealing with loss or grief. Now, that could be old stuff coming up. It could be that you're in a place right now that is so managed that you now have time to deal with old grief. And if that's the case, just deal with it and recognize that in a way, the time to heal is a luxury. That sounds horrible, and I don't mean to be all toxic positivity on you, but that's how it feels to me. And so it may be something going on right now that is a hurt or an upset, or it may be something coming up from the past. But this is an opportunity to acknowledge, address, and hold space for loss and grief so that real healing can happen. Sorry to hit you with a heavy card on a Monday morning, but here we are. And real healing at the end of the day is a good thing, right? There it is. Hey, Pip, good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. We're going to do you, Pam, and Pamela's daughter. Yes, indeed. And Pamela is a member here as well. Didn't I see her popping up here as well? If so, hello, Pam. Glad you're here. And Pip, so happy to see you. All right. Pip, for your week ahead, girl, just what you needed, really. The King of Coins. This is the King of Pentacles. This reminds you that you are large and in charge. This reminds you that you are the leader, that you're on top of your game, that you are grounded, and that you can create what you need, that you have what you need, and don't let anyone tell you any different this week or ever. All right, who is up next? Oh, I still got to do Pamela and Pamela's daughter. Of course. Never let me forget Pamela. Goodness gracious. Pamela, thanks for being a member here. We really appreciate you. So you're going to be careful this week, Pam. 8 of Wands reversed. We're having a master class in reversals today. Be careful about miscommunication and misunderstanding this week. Before you get all ticked off, this happened to me this weekend, in fact. I got all ticked off at IT John for something. And I did the right thing, though. I didn't go into a whole diatribe. I didn't get weird. I asked him about it, and then it was corrected. So I did the right thing, and I want you to do the right thing, too. In case of misunderstanding. If something upsets you, if something makes you upset, it may be that the person you're dealing with is really an a-hole, and that's what's going on. But it may be that there's a misunderstanding, and it can be cleared up. Okay. The other thing with this is you will be impatient with how slowly some things are coming together when you want them to come together right now. Maybe you can push on it a little bit, but I think this week you're going to have to be patient. And for Pamela's daughter, of course, the Fool. I love this for you. This suggests that this week, it could be a few things. It could be just an opportunity to play. That you could have some fun this week, that you could take a little trip this week, spend some time doing things you enjoy. There is also something about the Fool that talks about new opportunity that as yet may be entirely unknown and maybe a little scary, but it may be a new opportunity for something big. Maybe it presents itself this week. Maybe there's just a little bit of the energy precursor, but one way or the other, this is a kind of good thing. Lean into fun this week, but also do not be afraid to leap into the unknown if you get an interesting opportunity. All right. Who is next? It is Mixuir, Michelle in Toronto. Hope you're doing well. I saw a picture on Facebook from your weekend, I think. Hope it was fabulous. Oh, okay. Mixuir, I'm going to ask you to wait 1 second, because when I get asked a tarot question, I'm always like, oh, I know the answer to that, right? And got to do it. Jeannie, how is the 8 of Wands reversed about communication? So it's so interesting. And in fact, I already shuffled it back in, so I can't show it to you, but in that particular card, there was actually a little scroll of writing curved around one of the wands. While the suit of swords is usually more about communication, suit of wands not as much. There is a traditional interpretation of the Eight of Wands that talks about incoming news, incoming information, incoming communication. And so when it's reversed, there can be an impatience because things aren't moving quickly. Because that's like the primary thing, of course, with the Eight of Wands is swiftness. You don't know what's coming, but it's happening quickly. So when it's reversed, there's sort of a stuck energy. And in that stuck energy, we're worried about communication and we're worried about impatience. That's how I was seeing it. Does that make sense? Obviously, your mileage may vary. Make sure your aunt and uncle were in town from the UK. We hadn't seen them since 2017, of course, because of COVID. I hope you had a fabulous time. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Mixuir, here we are. Now we're looking at the week ahead for you, Mixuir. Five of Swords. So yeah, you had said with the collective, looks like potentially a tough week ahead. And I'm like, no, it's okay. But with the Five of Swords for you, Michelle, I do think that you need to be extra careful this week. Okay, pick and choose your battles. And if it's an internal battle, give yourself time to feel what you're feeling. I know, Mixuir, I'm so sorry. Give yourself time to feel what you're feeling. But recognize that, if it doesn't have to be a battle, it doesn't have to be a battle. Sometimes you can just walk away, number one. Number two, if it's a battle only within you, why are you fighting with yourself? And number three, if it really is a battle that you want to rise and fight, then freaking fight to win, for gosh sakes. You have the power to do that. So it's not the worst. You're not disempowered here. You just need to be strategic. Oh, Jeannie, that made sense to you. Okay, good. Febborn, hope you're doing well. Glad you're here. Here's a card for you this morning. Oh, I love this. The Knight of Cups. Febborn, this week, whatever you do, do it with love. The Knight can talk about travel, and I believe you are traveling right now this minute, in fact. And as you are, there may be some situations that don't feel as loving as you would like them to feel. Don't take that on. That's not about you. That's not your issue. You be loving. You lead with love. You move with love. You be loving, because that is the greatest strength and the thing that will give you the best outcome. You just be loving. That's the key. Mixuir grumbles. Okay, thanks for the reminder. I probably need it. And then Lisa Harmon sends hugs to Mixuir. I love you folks. You are so fabulous. Thank you so much. Okay. And up next, we have Melissa Grosso. So good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Six of Swords reversed. Be careful this week. Be careful this week about coming out of your logical mind when you shouldn't. Be careful this week about feeling stuck when maybe you're not. But also be careful, because in your work, you have some people, and actually a person, you know who I'm talking about, it's Eddie Haskell. Be careful of Eddie Haskell and Eddie Haskell-like characters this week. Don't let anyone outthink you or out-strategize you. Now, in saying that, I do not want to create any kind of worry or upset or paranoia for you. So I recognize, this is one of those quantum moments when by giving you this reading, it could almost become a self-predicting prophecy. A self-fulfilling prophecy. I don't want to do that. But when we see the Six of Swords reversed, there can be some stuck energy. Melissa, that happens to me a lot. Okay. So you know what I'm talking about. Don't do that. But just be aware. Be aware this week that you may have a tendency to sink into the emotional rather than the strategic. And this week, at least at work, you want to stay very, very, very strategic. And I know you can. Oh, February, best advice ever. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Jeannie Mnuchin, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for 3 years. We appreciate you. Here's a card for you. Man, we are having an influx of fives today. What is this? Okay, but Jeannie, for you, the Five of Wands is pretty interesting going forward. I mean, is it a pleasant card that we like to see? No. But for a creative person such as yourself, it's significant. Because I want you to think about Four of Wands, Five of Wands, Six of Wands. Four of Wands, comfort zone. Six of Wands, victory. Five of Wands is where you are right now. You have hopped out of the comfort zone and into the place where you're on your way to victory, but you're not feeling victorious yet. So it feels a little weird. It's okay. It's okay. Try to decatastrophize, try to make friends. Try to make friends with the discomfort. That's what I'm going to say. Because when you are in this place of discomfort, you are doing really good things. So this week, you're going to do really good things, but it's going to feel a little uncomfortable. There it is. All right. JD Estrada, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members-only emojis. It's your birthday week. Oh my gosh, everyone say happy birthday to JD. And of course, make sure you get your Taroscopes. If you haven't already, they're here on YouTube and also on TikTok. Jeannie, yes, I get it. Okay, good. Good. Okay, JD, here we go. Knight of Cups, you're the second one to get this, and I would hope that this card would stalk us. It's a great card. JD, this week, recognize, especially as you approach your birthday and celebrate your birthday, recognize that life is a journey, right? We are all on the journey of life. And the way you want to conduct yourself on this journey of life is from a place of love. To do the things you love, to be with the people you love, to be an embodiment of the high vibrational energy of love. I mean, I think you want to do that probably for more than just this week, but this is your directive for the week. All right, Gemini Sun, once again, what a pleasure to meet you for the very first time. Thank you for taking the trip. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator member for more than a year. And thanks for using members-only emojis. We are going to do you, Cassie, and Raquel. And Cassie and Raquel are also both members. So such appreciation. Gemini Sun. The Emperor. This week, you are building stability and community. Stability and community. That's the key. Cassie, Cassandra, Seven of Cups. We talked about this card yesterday. And we recognize, it can be a card of confusion. In fact, Gemini Sun said a card of overthinking. So this week, avoid the overthinking. There can be confusion here. There can be illusion here. There can be fantasy here. But there can also be options. And so, Cassie, avoid confusion this week, but recognize your ability to create, to manifest, and to make good choices. And for Raquel, JD, you are very welcome. Oh, Jeannie, that makes so much sense. I see what you're saying, and it makes sense, yeah. Yeah, I want to hear how your weekend was. It sounds so interesting. Okay, Raquel. Wheel of Fortune reversed. This week, you're going to be very aware of patterns that you wish to break, and break them. Look for the patterns that aren't serving you and break them. That's the key. Don't be sad by them. Just be like, oh, I see you, and I'm not going to do that anymore. We're changing this up. That's the key. All right. Did I just drop a card on the floor? I did. I thought I did. Here we go. Okay. I'm clumsy. All right, Peggy Lou Levin, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. 5 of coins. This may be a difficult week. Of course, that's the 5 of Pentacles. This may be a difficult week where you would like to have the opportunity to do more than you're going to be able to. This is a week where you want to focus on, let me do what I can and let that be enough. That's the key. Mary, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hope you're doing well. Second one to get this today, 6 of Swords reversed. This week may really drag by for you. And we know that you are looking for transition that has not yet happened. Do not be discouraged. Do not be discouraged. And exactly what I said to Melissa when she got this card. Do not, stay logical. Stay in your logical mind. Do not let sort of dark imaginings take over. That's really what's important here. It's okay. It'll be fine. You'll get through it. You are feeling stuck now, and I understand why, but you will not be stuck forever. And you're not really stuck. It's just taking time. Smile Soul 20, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Knight of Wands reversed. I feel like this week it's going to be hard to have fun. This week, there may be some... There just may be a way that energy is really dragging. And depending on what's causing that, if there are real serious things going on, then you're just going to have to show up for that and hold energy for that. If it's not that serious, but it's feeling that way, in that case, you're going to have to try to lighten things up. May not be the easiest week. Oh, Christina, I'm so sorry. I catch you. I'm seeing you, and I'll come back and find you. Thank you. Okay. Small Soul 20. This week, and here's another one. This week, don't let anyone make you feel incompetent when you know you are competent. That's another one for this week with this card. All right. Christina, thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Let's see. I'm looking, and I am not seeing you here. I wonder if you got in early and your name fell off, because I am just not seeing you here. So I'm just going to slide you right on in, Christina. I'm going to do you now, and then I'll go back to the list as I see it, which would be Audrey M. So I'm going to do Christina, then I'm going to do Audrey M. All right. Christina, thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. There's that 8 of Wands reversed again, and so we can see that message, that scroll. Okay. So Christina, other than this card completely is the energy, when it's reversed, of getting skipped on here. So there's that. But we don't want that energy to continue throughout the week, right? There may be ways that you feel stuck. There may be ways that communication is difficult. So, you know what I want you to do this week? Breathe. I want everybody to breathe, obviously. But breathe consciously and really try to move the energy. Try to move the energy. Really work with the energy and try to move the energy, because the energy is not moving itself. This is a good week for yoga, for dancing, for music, for drumming, for conscious breath, and for really shepherding your thoughts. Marshal what you got going on in your head this week. Okay, thanks, Christina. All right, and on to Audrey M. So good to see you yesterday. Thanks for being there. Thanks for being a member for more than a year, and thanks for using members-only emojis. Here's a card for the week ahead. The Queen of Cups. Well, I love this. This week, Audrey, let us welcome some happiness. Let us welcome some... Claire. Okay, I see you. Thank you. Let us welcome, for you, Audrey M., let us welcome happiness. Let us welcome creative and emotional flow, intuitive flow. Go to the beach if you like the beach. Drink enough water. But this week is about nurturing your happiness and recognizing that happiness matters. Your happiness matters. Yeah. Okay, and welcome to Flocka 8. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Whose name is Carmen. Everyone say hi to Flocka 8. Carmen, glad you're here. I will absolutely do a card for you. I'll take them in the order in which I see them, so if you don't mind hanging out, I absolutely will. Okay, and Claire, your request got dropped as well. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Claire C., I'm going to go ahead and do you right now, and then we're coming back to Wendy Robeson. Okay, Claire C., here we go. King of Coins reversed. Audrey M., I'm choosing joy. Yeah, that is the key for this week. Okay, the King of Pentacles reversed for you, Claire C. This week, you want to look at the finances. And you want to recognize that you are in charge of your life. You're the leader. And I feel like over the course of your life, people have made you feel like you're not in charge. And if you're not in charge by now, when are you going to be in charge? You're in charge. You're in charge. So look at your finances and you get to decide what you want to do with your money. No one else, not you. I mean, yes, you. No one else but you. That's what I meant to say. No one else but you. Yes, you can talk to financial advisors, and you should. But this week, I think you're going to be making some financial decisions. And you should trust yourself to be able to find the right information to make those decisions. So, overarching message, trust yourself to be the leader of yourself. All right. Okay. And I see I'm overthinking, new here. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yes, I'll be happy to do it. I take them in the order in which I see them, and we'll be happy to do you. Oh, Lisa McCord, did your request get dropped as well? Okay, I see you, and we will absolutely get to you. It's so funny, man. I don't know why the early requests sometimes get dropped and sometimes don't. And I don't know what the threshold is for that. Every time I try to figure it out, it seems like it changes. So that's a YouTube thing I do not understand. And Michelle, you're still seeing them. So that's interesting. I'm on live chat, which should give me the order in which they came. So that's one thing. So we're all on the same page. Okay, so you came on at 9:26 a.m., Lisa. And yeah, I don't see you. I don't see you, so that's so interesting. Oh, okay, Michelle does see Claire C. and Lisa McCord. Okay, you see them in the order you're... Okay, got it. So we won't have to wait to the end for you, Lisa. You are visible, and that's good. Make sure you've got your chat on live chat, not top chat. That's usually what causes confusion in the real time. And Michelle, thank you for checking that. Really appreciate that. Michelle, you want moderator status? Just saying. Thank you. And same thing, Wendy Robeson. Thank you so much. And in fact, Wendy, you're up next. Thank you for being here, Wendy. Thanks for being a member. Do you want moderator status? Really appreciate it. Right, live chat makes a huge difference. That's really the key. It's got to be on live chat. Okay. So here we go. Wendy Robeson. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years, and thanks for helping out this morning. Justice reversed. Oh, Wendy, you will be moderator? Okay, I will. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Oh, it's hard to do. I'll do it later. But yeah, I will make you moderator. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And here I am, reading for you. Oh, Teresa, choose all messages under live chat. Good to know. Very good. That makes sense. Okay, Wendy, I'm stalling because you got justice reversed. And of course, right away, I'm thinking about your RV and make sure everything's legal the way it needs to be. And if you have AAA, make sure you have the RV rider on your AAA if it's still needed. I mean, I haven't had one in a long time. So that was just one thing, right? With justice reversed, you want to look at balance. You want to look at making sure you're in compliance with the law in ways that aren't going to bite you in the ass. And you're looking for, oh, Dr. Aulette, I saw yours. I know you're here because you talked about demure and cutesy. I saw that. Oh my gosh. I'll get to you. Anyway, Wendy Robeson. Long legality, balance, and then there's also unfair treatment. And I'm pretty sure over the course of your life, you have had more than your share. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Wendy, okay, so legalize the RV. Yes, I need to get my driver's license. Oh my gosh, yes. Wendy, yes, you must. You must. Do not run afoul of the law. Seriously. And also, recognize unfair treatment as unfair treatment. The people who treat you unfairly do not deserve space in your brain. Just saying. Okay. Diana Price, so good to see you. Diana will be a presenter at StaarCon 5 as well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for 2 years. Card for the week ahead, absolutely yes. 5 of Wands reversed. I actually like this reversal. This week, avoid conflict. If you don't know how to make a decision and you don't have to decide this week, then just don't. Kick that can down the road. And if you're feeling like there's conflict going on around you, just step out. Avoid conflict within yourself and around yourself. You don't need it. You don't need to be part of it. Heather Roberts, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thanks for using members only emojis. We're going to do you and Richard. Heather. 4 of Wands reversed. I literally wonder if this week is about wedding planning and you're talking about how that's going to work. I do wonder about that. I also wonder if there's anything going on that is making you feel less than stable and comfortable, whether it's your home, family, work, whatever. I think it's important for you to feel grounded and stable. That's really the key. And for Richard, oh, there's your new job. Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles. I don't know if you're getting the new job this week. I don't know if you did get the new job and you're starting. I don't know what that is. But there's a new job here. And we all remember that Richard has been doing job interviews. So there it is. There's also something here that is very grounding. And so I think it's interesting, Heather, that you had this sort of 4 of Wands reverse that feels a little unstable. Richard has the Ace of Coins that feels very grounding and stable, so you may need to lean into him a little this week. Revival of Venus, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. 10 of Wands reverse. This is a card I really prefer in its reversal. This week, do not go it alone. Ask your friends for help. Build your community, enjoy your friends, work with others. You don't have to carry it all alone. And don't let other people make you carry their stuff for them either. Trey Cameron, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Glad you're here. 4 of Cups. Trey, this week, you may not be happy with some things going on. Like, this could go a couple of different ways. It could be there's real things going on you're not happy with. It could be it's in your head and you're just not happy. So if it's the latter of the two, give yourself permission to feel how you feel, but then recognize it might be more of a mood than a reality. More of a mood than a reality. And if there really are some difficult things going on here, then hold space for that and recognize that you're going to have to make your decisions very carefully. Okay. Liz Harrison, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members only emojis. Oh yeah, I'm seeing Dr. Aulette. I'm seeing Lisa McCord. Okay, gotcha. Okay, good. Okay, Liz Harrison. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here's a card for the week ahead. Queen of Wands. Well, this week you are really in your power. Creatively, spiritually, nurture not only the things that it's your job to nurture, nurture also your creativity and your spirituality this week because there's going to be space for that. Kids are back in school, aren't they? We can see that. No, Mariana, I have not skipped you. I see you coming up. Okay. Baby Angel, you're good. You're here. You're good. Okay. So that was Liz. Now we're doing Michelle F. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members only emojis. 9 of Wands. All right, Michelle, not the easiest week ahead. You know, back in the old days when we were like getting ready for something hard, we used to say, you gotta eat your Wheaties. I don't think we say that anymore. What's like the modern, like what would be the Gen Z expression that would be the equivalent of gotta eat your Wheaties? Does anyone know like what we would say now? I don't know. But there it is for you, Michelle F. Be prepared. Whatever you have to do this week to get done, you can do well and brilliantly, without question. And so have every confidence in that. But this week, do not take on more. Okay, they say guard your loins, not gird your loins, but guard your loins. That's interesting in Devil Wears Prada, because gird your loins is old. That's one that has been said for the longest. And what it actually means is tuck your robes up so your penis doesn't fall out when you're in battle. Seriously, that's what it means. Because in the olden days, they wore robes with nothing underneath them. So to be in battle, they would take, and we see pictures of that, they take like the back of the skirt and tuck it up under their belt. That's how you gird your loins. That's what it means. Isn't that fun? So it is sort of a fashion reference, so it makes sense in Devil Wears Prada. Martha Vink, buckle up buttercup. Right, that feels old. That's an old one, I think. But people have been using it recently, haven't they? Yeah, right, LP, you didn't expect etymology of language. And you didn't expect it to involve a penis either, I bet. But, you know. I'm having a cheeky giggle. As well you should. As well you should. Okay. Okay, so we're liking buckle up buttercup, which is funny because I think of that as an old boomer thing, but people are using that again. That's come back. So, Martha Vick, I am old. You are almost exactly the same age I am. So, yes, we are. We are. Okay, anyway, Michelle F., I bet you did not think your reading would include unexpected penises. What are we going to do? Anyway, here's the thing, Michelle. You can handle everything you need to handle, but If it doesn't need to be done this week, if it doesn't need to be on the agenda this week, by all means do not. By all means do not. Don't make it harder on yourself, and you'll get through the week beautifully. All right. Michelle may never talk to me again. Martha Vick, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for using members-only emojis. So you're like back in the swing after your spiritual renewal, sabbatical, whatever that is. You're back in the swing, aren't you? Michelle F., I'm okay with it. Thank you. Good to see you. Candy B, nice to see you here. Okay, you never know what you can hear on this channel, I swear to goodness. Martha Vink, here we go. 9 of Cups reversed. I'm sorry. This is, well, actually, no, I know what this is. I was going to, I don't love this. It's uncomfortable. But here's the uncomfortable thing for you, Martha. Figuring out what you want. And here's my theory. Because for the longest time in your life, the things you really wanted were not available to you. You know, you were in a spiritual calling where your life and your spiritual calling did not entirely line up, on paper anyway. And so in so many ways, like I think that then went outside of just that and turned into everything, where it's hard for you to know what you want. Like historically, it is hard for you to know what you want because what is possible for you has been so limited. And it's less limited now. And I think you leaned into the limitation probably more than you wanted to sometimes. Because for you, it's not about what I want, it's about how I serve. Because your life is about service. And that's a beautiful thing, and it's appreciated and understood, and you serve well. But now you are allowed to think about what you want, and that's your homework for the week. What do you want? And it's okay if you don't know. You can pray on it, you can dream on it, you can take your time. But you're allowed to want things. That's the message. Okay. Maria Baresi, I have a question for you. I said your name aloud yesterday while I was eating a cannoli from Publix, which was good. But it was not as good, Maria, as the cannoli you brought me when you were in my office. Where did that come from? I need to know. Where do I get the best cannolis on the Treasure Coast? Can you let me know? And anyone else who knows that, I would love to know. Oh, Martha, very, very appropriate. Got it. Got it. Okay. So, Maria, whether or not you tell me about cannolis, I will give you a card. Knight of Coins or Knight of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this week is going to be about the practical things. Figuring out work, figuring out money, figuring out how you're going to go forward. You've been in a lot of temporary situations. Like you've had short chapter after short chapter after short chapter of temporary situations. And it feels like there's maybe another one here. And so be willing to make whatever adjustments you need to make. Christina R., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being, you're not a member, but you are a, how do I want to say it? You are a very reliable participant, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. We appreciate everyone in our community here. Christina R., we're going to do you, Karen, and Kim, and Karen is a member and a StaarCon 5 presenter. What do you think about that? Okay, Christina R., there it is, man. This card is stalking us. I love it. Knight of Cups for you, Christina. Be willing to travel. Be willing to go different places. Be willing to make whatever plans you need to make going forward, but do it all with love. This is about pursuing the things that you love. It's about pursuing an environment where you can be in that high vibration of love. And that can be romantic, that can be friendship, that can be family, that can be in the work that you do. What is more loving than helping new babies be born, which is what you do. And so it's all about pursuing that. Okay, and Karen, thank you for being a member. We appreciate you. Queen of Wands, this is lovely, especially because recently you've gotten some not great cards. Queen of Wands, this week, it's your creativity, it's your passion, it's your motivation, and you are in charge of all of those things. So I think you're going to have a good week. Lean into the things you're motivated to lean into. Lean into the things you're passionate about. Anne Mealy, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. So great to see you yesterday. Had a great time at the meetup last night. Thank you so much for being there. Here is a card for you. The Chariot. This is beautiful. Didn't we talk about sevens yesterday, you and I? I feel like this is pertinent to something you and I talked about yesterday. I could be wrong. Anyway, you're moving forward. You are figuring out how to move yourself forward. That is really the key. You are finding your mastery and you are figuring out how to move yourself forward. So good. So good. Nalini Kalu, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. Oh my gosh, has it been raining so much where you are too? Nalini is also in Florida, but she's up in the Panhandle. I think that's where you are. So it's almost like a different state from where I am, but it's not. It's the same state. And it has been really rainy for the past couple of weeks. All right, here we go. Nalini. King of Swords for you. This is good. I think you're finding some new, this could be a few things. This could be new ideas, new career direction, a new man. It's a lot of things. Yeah, raining for the past week, my goodness. So King of Swords, Nalini, this reminds you that you're in charge, number one. Number two, it reminds you that you know what you're doing and you're smart. Number three, predictively, this could be good for your love life. It could be good for business, good for career. It's about ideas. You have wonderful ideas. Don't let anyone else tell you different. Wow, Claire says it is the wettest summer in history for Florida. Who knew? Well, Claire did, and obviously other people, just not me. Okay, and Nalini's mom. The Knight of Cups. This is the card that's stalking us today. As you travel, travel with love. And I mean that literally traveling and also figuratively, metaphorically, as you go through your day, as you go through your week. Do it with love in your heart. And do it with open love, not the love that requires conditions. Okay. Sheila Selby, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Claire, it's the local weather news channel that knows that. Yep, got it. Okay, Sheila Selby, here we go. Five of Wands reversed. This week, I think something that you think is going to be a hassle is going to be less of a hassle than what you think. That's the way I see that. So go into this week very optimistic, but don't go looking for hassles and avoid conflict when possible. Autumn Pond, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We appreciate you. Here's a card for the week ahead for you. The Ace of Wands reversed. You may not be feeling your best. Whether that's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, you may not be feeling as strong and enthusiastic as you usually do. Let's turn this right side up to do some magic and welcome that energy to you. So this week you want to nurture your inner fire, pursuing your passions, pursuing your creativity, pursuing your sense of vitality and well-being. That's the key. Whatever you have to do that, that's what you got to do. All right. Lisa E., so good to see you. We're going to do you and Jenna next. I love this feedback from Nalini. Thanks. Lots of new ideas for your future. Just trying to figure out where to start. Also missing companionship. King of Swords could be any or maybe all of the above. Yeah, that's true. So always a good thing. Sheila Selby. Oh, no, we did you. We're on Lisa E. That's where we're at. Lisa E. I love this, Ace of Cups. This is a card of new love. It's a card of healing the heart. It's a card of new opportunities and possibilities. Maybe this be so for you, not just this week, but going forward. And for Jenna, the Page of Swords reversed. There may be some issues around school, education, communication. You may not be doing the things you need to be doing. And either you have to figure out a way to change the requirements or change what you're doing. Okay. Medium that rocks. Okay, this is Kimmy. Kimmy is going to be... Speaking of Kimmy, I did Karen. I did not do Christina's Kim, Christina's sister Kim. I am so sorry, Christina. I skipped Kim. So I don't know if Christina's still even going to be listening. So I'm going to reach out to Christina and I'll throw her Kim's card privately because I don't even know that she's still here at this moment. So that's what I'm going to do there. And now because the Kim reminded me of the Kim, right? That's how that works. Medium that rocks. I just dropped my cards all over the floor. All right. Okay. Medium that rocks will be a presenter at StaarCon 5, is a member, thanks for using members only emojis, and is requesting Grateful Dead lyrics along with her reading. Here we go. This is a service I can usually provide. 5 of Cups. So this week, I think you really are. This week, okay, good, Kimmy. This week, I think you really are. I think you're really dealing with the grief of the situation. You really are in the place of grief. And here's the lyric. Well, I'm going to give you 2. First is see here how everything lead up to this day. Recognizing that this did not happen in a second. It happened over a lifetime. And so you're healing from a lifetime. And that's hard. That's hard. There is also, I'm going to give you 2 more. With the 2 cups that are standing, right? There is this idea, and I gave you this lyric like Saturday, and I'm giving it to you again. There are good things here. Once in a while, you get shown the light in the strangest of places if you look at it right. And finally, the lyric that helps me when I'm in a situation like this. Couldn't you try just a little bit harder? Couldn't you try just a little bit more? And that's not to say that you're not doing everything you need to do. It's just to say you got to keep going. You got to keep going. The wheel is turning. You got to keep going. So not the easiest, but you're not going through the easiest time in life. But it is the necessary time in life. Crippled but free. There you are. Okay. Okay, who's next? Jenny Berlin, good to see you. The next question I see is Vaishali. Glad you're here. We got Temperance reversed. Vaishali, stop looking for perfection. This week, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be okay. That could be part of your anxiety as you're going for perfect. This week, just go for okay. Just go for good enough. That could work. That could work. Pamela Phillips, I thought I saw you here in person. Glad you're here. We already did you. Lisa Harmon, glad you're here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here's the card for the week with tarot sprinkles on top. You got it. 4 of Wands reversed. Reversed. But for you, Lisa, this is about coming out of your comfort zone. Because your comfort zone was never comfortable. And it's about recognizing that and creating, being in the uncomfortable to create what is comfortable. That's what it is. Dr. Aled, good to see you. Thanks for being here. I did have a very amazing weekend, very cutesy and very demure. Thanks for being here. We're going to do a card for your very cutesy, very demure week. Yes, we will. Judgment. Oh, this is good, Dr. Aled. Robin Renee. Medium that rocks. I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay. You're welcome. Dr. Aled. On a deeply emotional level, this is about putting closure to the past so you can open up to the future. And what a future it will be. This is about getting glimpses of what your future is going to be and what you've been working for. So this week, I think you may get a glimpse of the good things that await you because of everything you've done in the past. There you go. Lisa McCord, I see you and here you are. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Temperance, reversed. You're not the first person to get this, Lisa. Lisa, this week, things may not feel like it may be a very discombobulated week. You may feel like things are all over the place. So check and double check everything. It's like your own personal Mercury retrograde this week. You're going to love that. Still look for your creative solutions, even though they may be hard to find. Work on patience and balance. And if you don't have to do it this week, if you don't have to make the decision this week, don't. Okay, Jenny Berlin, on Monday we do a card for the week ahead, and I'm happy to do that for you. Seven of Wands. I think this week you're fighting for something that you care about. You're fighting for something that you believe in, and if you fight for it, you can win it. Okay, Mariana Ivanisevic, which I know I'm murdering your name, but thank you for being here. Here's a card for you, and you're here. Good. I shuffled, but you also got Judgment. For you, I think this is very much about closure. Letting go of what has hurt you, letting go of the past, allowing for healing, because then you can move forward so beautifully. So this week, focus on getting closure to the past so you can open up to the future that you want and deserve. I know you are. I know you are. LP, here we go. Okay. Baby Angel, that's very kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. LP, here we go. Eight of Pentacles reversed. So this is the time when you figure out the things that you do that work and the things that you do that don't work. Now, some of this, it is your time to shine. Here we go. Some of this could be about just looking at your life and trying new tactics. You know, like if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. So doing new things. On a more literal and practical level, this could be about schooling, like choosing to get some education for something. And it could also be about career. There could be contemplating a job change. So there's a deep reevaluation, but then there's also things like schooling and possible career or job change. Not all of that in 1 week, but that's the energy we're playing with. So it moves you forward. It's not the easiest, but it moves you forward. All right. Okay, and Mick Schuer has requested for Barbie Bird and Caroline McLaughlin, both who are members of this channel. We appreciate all of you. And Mick Schuer, thanks for being such a good community member. Barbie Bird, here we go. King of Wands reversed. LP, you're very welcome. King of Wands reversed for Barbie Bird. I feel like this is the week where it's like, okay, this is the new normal. We're into the new normal. Every week so far, it's been, oh my gosh, this is all so different. We're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. I feel like getting Carl, the cat, was probably, and now being at your work for like 5 or 6 weeks, it's feeling like it's normalizing a little bit. And in feeling like it's normalizing, we don't know what to do. Because Barbie, you have been on high alert. DEFCON, right? Since you lost your job. And now we can be calm and you don't know what to do with that. So this week, lean into the new normal and figure out how that feels. No, Dr. Aulette, I was very cutesy and very demure, very mindful and very considerate, and I did you like 2 seconds ago. I swear to goodness. Well, it was probably more than 2 seconds, but no, I did you. Okay. All right. Caroline McLaughlin, thank you for being a member. The High Priestess reversed. I feel like this is work related, and I feel like this is going to be either, I feel like if indeed you are working this week, I feel like it's going to be a tough week. So if you have time off, that would be really good. Be careful about people, either personally or professionally, calling you into question when you shouldn't be questioned. It's fine when people call us into question when there's a reason to be questioned. But if someone's calling you into question inappropriately, don't stand for it. Seriously. Okay, Christine Hollowell, it's your first reading as a member. Not that that really makes a difference to the reading. I read for everyone the same. But I'm so glad you remember. Thank you so much for that support of this channel. Thanks for being a new member, and thanks for using members-only emojis that you now have access to. Yay. Okay, card for the week for you. Queen of Wands. And I know you had a tournament this weekend, and I know you let me know about it. I haven't really had a chance to dig into everything that you said. But as we go to the week, I think you are feeling really empowered, and maybe that's because of the tournament. I think that as you go forward this week, you're really going to be in your energy and in your power. And that's what the martial arts does for you, I think. It's not just the physicality of the form. It's also the it's the spirituality of the form. It's the creativity of the form. It's all of that as well. And that empowers you in the rest of your life. So be empowered this week, because you are. Jackie Masters, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. You've been a member for more than 3 years, and we appreciate that. Here's a card for you. The Three of Cups reversed. Jackie, this week you desperately need the company of people you know, love, and trust. And if there are people around you that you do not love and trust, just try to have really good psychic shielding, because I feel like you're sort of energetically vulnerable this week. And so you want to be like, nurture your own happiness this week. Nurture your own happiness this week. Find your own people this week. And don't let other people get too close to you. Clearly. Free Shadow, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Oh, Christine, thank you for that feedback. Makes sense. Okay, Free Shadow, we really appreciate you. Here we go. Four of Wands reversed. Free Shadow. This card has been stalking us today. And for you, if something in your life is not feeling good or not feeling stable, you have to look at whether you want to fix it or let it go. Fix it or let it go, either is possible. Up to you. Fix it or let it go. Baby cakes. Good to see you. Here's a card for you. Baby cakes, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Coins. This could be good for the job search, and it also, like very good for the job search, very predictive, in a good way. It also reminds you to stay confident in yourself, to stay strong in yourself and stay confident in yourself. That's super key, super important. Stay confident in yourself and your finances will improve. That's what I see happening here. Okay. Okay. TJ, we're going to do you and your daughter. TJ, Temperance reversed. This card's been coming up a lot today. We're getting stalked by it. This week, you're going to feel kind of knocked off your game. Creatively, in a lot of ways, there's going to be a lot coming at you, and you're not going to really feel balanced. Breathe. Stay patient. Be in your creative energy even when it's hard. You will find your solutions. You will find your balance, but you're going to have to go looking for it. Go look for your balance. And for your daughter, the 3 of Cups reversed. So I wonder if there's something going on collectively for the two of you. This may mean some disappointment with people around you. It may mean that you need to go find your friends. It may mean that the friends around you are not as present as you would like. Either or. Either or. So, like that. I think the key is figure out what's going to make you happy and go for it. Miss Silver 41, good to see you. King of Cups, that's fabulous. Good for your love life and your spiritual well-being this week. One way or the other, it suggests that you should step into leadership in the most loving way, you know, and that you are in a place of really having healed a part of your heart, which makes you very able to give and receive love. Oh, Wendy M., I'm just seeing your response now. I understand. I understand. Okay. Ashley, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Ashley, Ace of Cups reversed. This week, you may just not be feeling it. I think you have to do super good self-care this week and really be open to trying to figure out what's going on in your heart. What are your emotions? What are you feeling? What's going on in your heart? That's what you have to focus on this week. Okay. No definitions. Good to see you. 10 of Cups. This is a great week for family, happiness, and manifesting your dreams. Seriously, this week lean into those things. Smile Soul 20, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. I feel like I did you already. Did I do you already? I feel like I did, and it was the Knight of Wands reversed. Reminding you to not let anyone make you feel incompetent when you are in fact competent. There it is. There it is. Okay, hang on. Don't want to miss anyone. I mean, I will, but I try not to. Okay, here we go. Okay, we've got Teresa. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members only emojis. Hey, here we go, Teresa, 3 of Wands. This week, you can really look toward the future you are creating for yourself with a great deal of satisfaction and security, recognizing you're doing all the right things to create for yourself exactly what you want. So well done. Okay, flock of 8, here we are. Carmen, thank you for your patience. Glad you're here. 10 of Cups, well, that is a card well worth waiting for. This week, Carmen, lean into the people that you care about most. Be open to new possibilities when it involves bringing good people into your life. And really think about what makes you happy and how you're going to make that happen in your life. Okay, and now we've got I'm overthinking. Here's a card for you. There's that Temperance reverse. Golly gosh, it's been stalking us. You're not alone in the misery here. This week, you got to really work extra hard to find your balance, your creativity, and your patience. And those things are going to be super important. Okay. Baby Angel, good to see you. Thank you for being here. You're up next, and thank you so much for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. Baby Angel, here we go. 7 of Wands. This week, stand up for yourself. You are strong. You are stronger than you know. So know how strong you are. And even if you feel unsupported, be supportive of yourself. And do the things that make sense for you, even if other people do not see it or understand it. Recognize that you're strong and you're capable and you can handle it. Okay, there's a Taylor Swift lyric there for you, right? I'm a real tough kid. I can handle my shit. There you go. You are and you can and you will. That's the key. Okay. Okay, Candy B. Candy B, here we go. I love this. You're the second one to get this today, I think. King of Swords. This week, step into your leadership energy and know that you are smart, know that you are capable, know that you have good ideas, know that you have a good moral compass, trust your decisions, and really allow yourself to feel elevated and see where that takes you. Sophia E., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, it is awesome, Candy. You're right. It is. All right, here we go. Sophia E. The sun reversed. I don't know. Are you in Florida where it rains forever? The sun reversed. This week, the sun reversed is not bad when it's reversed. But what we have to think about is where in your life are you really shining? Where do you want to shine? And what gets in the way of that? What gets in the way of your shine? What gets in the way of your happiness? What gets in the way of your success? What can you do to fix that? That's what you want to think about this week. Nikita Gupta, so good to see you. I am well. Thank you very much. Hope you are too. There's that 5 of Cups also stalking us. This week, there could be some difficulty. There could be some grief. There could be some upset. But there are also good things. Hold space for the difficulty because it's there, but also hold space for the good things. 2 things can be true at the same time. You know, there can be difficult things and also good things. Allow for that. Oh, Jackie, I've started saying words on protecting your energy. Yeah, got it. I think it's important. Well done, Jackie. Okay. Sarah Foreign, I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you. The Lovers. So obviously that is a good card for romance, but it's also good for decision making and for the people we have around us. It empowers you to make good choices. It helps you to know that you're making good choices. So trust yourself. There it is. Words on protecting your energy, but would that be the same as psychic shielding? You know, I have to do a whole video on psychic shielding, which I will do. There's a lot there, but yes, the short answer is yes. The long answer is it's nuanced, and I'll make a video on it. Okay. Oh my gosh, Lisa E., Ace of Cups keeps coming up for me. Bodes well for love life, but it's kind of a tease since nothing is happening in reality. I think it will, though. I think it will. Okay. Kay Talks, good to see you. Oh, he's going to CarMax tomorrow. Card for you and for your husband, of course. For you, Kay Talks, Judgment. I think you really have been doing a lot of what you need to do to prepare for the changes coming in your life. And this card tells us that where you are in your life right now, you are ready. You are ready for what comes next. The more that you know that and lean into that, the better you're going to feel. Now, for your husband, Strength reversed. This whole car situation, even though you're taking it in stride, does have you feeling kind of angry and upset. It's okay. It's okay. The thing is, recognize that what happened was out of your control. What happens next is in your control, and it'll be fine. Charlene Steed, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I will give you a card for the week ahead very happily. Here we go. And what a happy card it is. It is the Queen of Cups. This week, nurture your own happiness as well as the happiness of others. I get the feeling you're already good at nurturing the happiness of others, so now also focus on your own happiness. It matters. Your happiness matters. Okay. Okay. Mahal Azaria, thank you for being here. What we do on Monday is a card for the week ahead, and I'm happy to do that for you. Death reversed. What that says is stay the course. Stay the course. Whatever the course is, you stay with it. So I think I answered the question that you asked, even though I'm not here to answer questions. I think I answered it. You stay the course. You're very welcome. Julia Bonesteel, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Queen of Cups. This card is stalking us today, and we love it as well. You know, you've been through a lot of different chapters. And I think in this chapter, you are really working to figure out what's going to make you happy and find your happiness. And I think it's working. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Joyous Ocean, so good to see you. Joyous Ocean is Dion C. Monsanto, who will be presenting at StaarCon 5. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Queen of Wands has been stalking us. And for you, Joyous Ocean, I love it. This week, lean into your passions. Work your passions. Do your passions. What could be better? And for Jada, Three of Swords. You've got some stuff going on that is difficult. It really is. Hold space for your pain. You can't gloss over it, but recognize that pain allows us the opportunity for healing. And so focus on what it is that you are healing. Magnets Millions, good to see you. On Monday, we do a card for the week ahead. I'm happy to do that for you. The Lovers. This week, and it's interesting because you asked for a card on your love life and you got the Lovers. So this week, it's about figuring out what you want. What do you want? And does what you want really make sense? And is it what you really want, or is it what you think you want? Get clear on what is real and what is not, and recognize your ability to make good decisions in this regard. All right, my friends, from my perspective, I have gotten to every question. If I accidentally skipped you, I am so sorry. It's never my intention. But it's last call for readings. So if you're here and you haven't asked for a reading, do it now. If I skipped you, let me know. It's last call. We have a class coming up on Thursday. Past Lives in Tarot, please join us. The link is already up, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, I definitely did you and your husband, Kay. I did. And I'm glad you're here. What else? There's links. There's links in the description. Book a reading with me, please. Get your StaarCon ticket, please. Dr. Gaudet, I did you. And it was a really good card, too. I don't remember what it was, but it was a really good card. You got to scroll back and get it, because I definitely did you. I think it was judgment that came up for you, Dr. Gaudet, and it was about looking toward your good future and recognizing that the work that you've done is holding you in good stead. That's what I remember. Anyone else? So, get your reading with me, get your StaarCon ticket, join us for class on Thursday. Have a fabulous week. Thanks to everyone who was here today. Thanks to the members, the moderators, and someone who agreed. Oh, it was Wendy Robeson, agreed to be a moderator, right? New member, Christine Hallowell, appreciate you. Lily, just getting in under the wire. Glad you're here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year, Lily. The world reversed. And I know you've been doing like literally world travel. In your own mind, this weekend always, keep your world big. Keep your world big. As you talk to people, you'll talk to a lot of people whose individual worlds are very small. Keep your world big, keep your perspective big. And Lisa Harmon reminds you to like this video. Please do. Please do hit that like button. Really appreciate you all. Thank you all so very much. I will see you Thursday, if not before. Go ahead and book those readings and get those StaarCon tickets. Pamela Phillips, 75 reads. Did we read for 7? And I know I skipped one. I skipped Christina R's sister Kim, so I have to go do that privately. Oh, D9, I skipped you too. Yeah, no, back to you, D9. Hang on a minute. No, I didn't want that. I wanted this. Where am I? There we are. Got it. That was weird for a minute. D9, I'm so sorry. Here we go. And it's the King of Coins, D9. So count 76, Pam. D9. This week, recognize your power. Recognize your power, recognize your strength. This is very good for work, for finances, and for leadership. And your own groundedness and your own personal power. Those are the things to focus on this week, and thank you for your patience. Anyone else? Anyone else? It is last call. The train is leaving the station. Anyone else? And I'm so sorry when it happens, but it does happen. I am multitasking a lot. And I'm not the world's best multitasker either. So, there that is. All right. So, my friends, thank you. I will see you soon. Take really good care. Baby Cakes, you are very welcome. Pamela Phillips, thank you so much. Have a great week, everyone.